Hello guys, we're back with another video. Today we are predicting the Premier League, so we've got this table here. We're going to start from the bottom and we're going with Burnley. Now, sold James Trafford. Obviously they've got a good defence, but I mean, yeah, in Premier League teams are a lot different to these Championship teams, so that's why I think Burnley are going to go down. They're just going to concede way too many goals. And because Trafford's now joined Man City. And then who else have they signed? Kyle Walker, but he's getting a bit old now. He was at Milan, but I can't remember anything he did there. So yeah, now second bottom, I'm gonna go with a team which is currently they're in the Prem last season, and that is I probably should have thought about this before I started. Could be Brentford, because Mbeumo's joining United. This it's not confirmed yet, but he's probably joining Newcastle. And Thomas Frank, he's joined Tottenham, so it could be them. West Ham weren't that good last season, and I don't think they've signed anyone brilliant. I can't think. They've got like Somerville and Fulkrug, but I can't remember one thing they've done for the club. And then Wolves, obviously they don't have Cunha anymore. Who else do they even have? I think they got João Gomez. Is he still there? Like them lot. Is there anyone else who's? Maybe Leeds actually. Yeah, Leeds aren't the best. They signed Longstaff from Newcastle. I'm a Newcastle fan, by the way, so if this is slightly biased, then I'd understand. I'll try unbias it as much as I can, but yeah, I don't think these will do well. And then I think it's between one of these three here. I'm gonna go with West Ham. Yeah, obviously they do have Jared Bowen though. And who else have they've got a good team, but they're just shit, aren't they? So now 17th. Actually, let's go to the top. I think Man City are gonna win the league. Everyone's saying Liverpool are gonna win. I just want to be a bit different. Yeah, obviously if they get Isak, this prediction might change. But currently Man City, I don't know what they're doing with their keepers, because they've obviously signed Trafford and now they're trying to sign Donnarumma, and Ederson's on his way out to Galatasaray, it looks like. So I don't know what's happening there, because they're going to have three keepers. They should have given us Trafford. Greedy club. And then they've obviously signed Ryan Aït-Nouri from Wolves. They've signed Rayan Cherki. Who else have they signed? They signed someone recent, I can't remember who. But I remember they got rid of Grealish to Everton. Hopefully he does well. I quite like Grealish, but he's just not worked out at City. Second, I'm going to have to go Liverpool. I do want to go Arsenal just because they always come second, but yeah, Liverpool. Ekitike scoring on his debut, and Frimpong, and who else scored? No one else scored. And then they got Kirkes. They're signing some centre back from Parma, I think, or some Italian club. I've never heard of him. Oh yeah, they're also going in for Mark Guéhi, who he could be a good signing. But actually, Chelsea. You know what? I'm putting Chelsea third. They made some good signings. They've signed João Pedro, who I think he's going to be. Yeah, he's just a bargain. He's He played in the World Cup semi-final, Club World Cup semi-final, and the final, and he scored 3 goals in those games. And yeah, that's like, he's not even like needed to adapt or anything. And yeah, I'm good we didn't get him. They've also obviously signed Delap, but they've let a few players go. I think they sold, was it? Oh, I forgot that guy's name. Odin Wengi or someone, I don't know, to Burnley. Yeah. Then I'll go with Arsenal. Being honest, I think Gyökeres is going to be a massive flop. Like, I know he has played Prem, but he was rubbish for Brighton. He didn't score 1 goal. He scored against like some random team in EFL in the EFL Cup. But yeah, that's what I think. Arsenal aren't going to do as well as they have previously. I think their front three is pretty. I mean, Saka's really good. I do like Saka, but the other two, Gyökeres. I mean, I can't really say much because he hasn't really made a proper thing, like proper appearance, except for friendlies. He did score, but he did also miss a sitter. And then Martinelli just, yeah, with Martinelli, he's not that good, is he? Well, for Arsenal, I think he'd be good for someone like Brighton or Fulham, someone like that. But yeah, not at that level, Arsenal. Then I really want to put Newcastle 5th, but I generally don't think we're coming there. I think the teams on our level are Villa. Villa haven't made many signings. We've actually signed players. Yeah, I think Villa just signed a backup keeper and that's it. Bournemouth, I don't know who they've signed, but I know they've gotten rid of Zabani and who's the other, Huijsen. So they're not going to be as good in defence. So I think we can put them around there. Who else is there? Brighton, I think they might have a good season. Man, sorry, my ball knowledge is shocking today, but they have signed some players. I do know that. Just can't remember who. Palace, I think they're going to have a good season actually. But they did win the Community Shield. And if you know about the Community Shield curse, then you'll know Palace are in danger of relegation this season. I mean, it's a rumour, but you never know. I think Forest are going to drop off there. Going to focus too much on Europe. Their squad's thin. I know Gibbs White's staying, but Langer's left. Wood's probably staying, but you can't really back him. He's had 1 good season. To be honest, I think we are actually going to come 5th. I think we've made some decent signings. I know we've probably had we've missed out. We could be a lot higher than this, a lot better squad. But yeah, we still have a top team, and I think everyone else is just too weak to compete. 6th, I will put Brighton, and then Villa. Brighton over Villa, just because they don't have Europe to focus on. Otherwise, I swear Villa changed their badge, but that might just be me. Anyway, yeah, and both these teams haven't really done much in the transfer market, so that's why I'm doing that, and Brighton solely because of the reason they're not in Europe. Now, there are these two. They had both of them. I mean, you could argue Spurs had their best season in the past decade, but I think they're just going to be horrible this season. I might even put them in lower mid, you know, with Champions League and everything. Son's left. I think Solanke will have a good season, but I don't think Spurs will. And same with Nottingham Forest. Like, just Europe's going to be a massive distraction for them. And same with, I think, you know, we're not going to believe in the curse. Palace will have a decent season. I do like Palace as well. They got Mateta. I think Eze will stay, but yeah. Still, like, it's 13th of August as I'm recording this, so still quite a long way to go to keep him. Then I think Brentford will be just about surviving, because they are nothing without the two bald-headed strikers, and Burmo and Wissa. And Wissa, like, I know he's not left yet, but he's doing what Isak's done to us. So yeah, I do hope you sign him though, because we need a striker bad. We're gonna be going into the new season with maybe even like Gordon up front or Asula. Asula's not bad, but yeah, it's again for a club this side, it's like Martinelli at Arsenal. Then United, I think, you know, we'll put them 8th. If Bournemouth will move there, because I mean, I hope Šeško's a massive flop, but I think Burma will be good for them. I think Cunha will be good for them, but they are Man United, and yeah, like, such a bad season last season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had a pretty good pre-season, and they are like underrated. I think Xerxes he's gonna have a pretty good season, you know, because yeah, obviously first season there was like the incident where he got booed off by his own fans. I think he should have a good season. No, I'm not gonna say that because you're just gonna, yeah. Anyway, I think Everton will get 11th. Is that? Yeah, that is 11th. Obviously, Grealish as a new signing, I think he'll be pretty good. Oh, Chelsea signed Esteval, didn't they? Trust me when I say this. Don't forget this. He's gonna be competing with Lamine Yamal, William Esteval. He is cold. What a player. Anyway, I don't want to drag this out for too much longer. I think Fulham are going to have a pretty... wait. Yeah, I'll put Fulham 15th, Sunderland 16th. Now, Sunderland, I do hate to say it, they have had a very good transfer window. But, yeah, obviously, first season back in the Prem after about 10 years. They've been in League One recently. Had to rebuild the squad, and I just don't quite think they're fully like safe yet. I think there is a possibility they could go down, but they have signed an experienced player in Xhaka. They signed that Chelsea striker. I also heard they're trying to sign Openda, which would be crazy if they sign Openda, but I do hate Sunderland. I hope we beat them in the derby, but yeah, I just have to be honest with myself. I think they're staying up. And then Wolves are not getting 12th. I need to reshuffle this. Yeah, I'll put them there. Anyway, that is my Premier League predictions. If you like the video and you want more of this, then obviously like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.